Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dion and today I'm going to be de-influencing some summer fashion trends for you guys. In the day and age of TikTok Shop and June being right around the corner, I feel like we're constantly being pushed to buy things, and if you're new to this channel, you may not know, like, the entire point of this channel is to help teach you guys about fashion and how to have fashion without actually buying things, by using things in your own closet. So if you like fashion and sustainable style, then definitely make sure to subscribe to this channel because I post videos every Thursday. And with that, let's get into it. So I have like 9 fashion trends that I've been seeing, or that I just like in general feel like people buy every year that I want to de-influence you guys on. The first things are cheap flip-flops or sandals. I have come to a conclusion that I think, though I love sustainable style and everything, I think I'm not gonna buy secondhand shoes anymore, or be a lot more careful about secondhand shoes. I feel like I'll get these sort of like cute, inexpensive shoes from like thredUP or Depop or Poshmark. Shoes are one of those things that they do sort of like depreciate over time, and the glue will get like that brown color and start like drying out, like the glue of the shoe will start drying out. And I've taken shoes to cobblers before, like my thrifted shoes in the past, and sometimes it works, but like oftentimes it didn't work, which was upsetting. So I'm kind of in a renaissance of like, I'm not the biggest shoe person in general, so it's like, if you're gonna get shoes, I mean, if you're secondhand, do it like brand new with tags kind of thing, or like basically brand new, but just invest in like good pairs of shoes. Stop getting little cheapy, cute sandals because they're not comfortable and they're gonna break. And I feel like flip-flops, especially in the summer, are one of those things that people will just get like the cheap ones from Old Navy, or even like Havaianas, which aren't cheap, but they're just like rubber or whatever. Or if you're like a slides person and getting these slides from H&M or Boohoo or any of these companies, like they end up not being that comfortable, just like falling apart after a while. I was just in California and I had these really cute shoes from, again, that I got from thredUP. They're like Vince Camuto. And like the first day I was walking with them, I realized like, and they were like brand new basically, but like they weren't that great of quality, and like the toes and stuff started like messing up, and I was just like, you know what? I've had my rainbow sandals for 5 years and they're still like holding up great. In like my Ariat Cowboy boots, I've had them since 2017 and they're still holding up great. So I'm just like, just invest in a few good pairs of shoes rather than buying a bunch of cheapy little sandals. In general, I am de-influencing cheap, trendy shoes, and I'm telling you, just invest in actual good shoes that you can wear for like 6 years straight. But especially flip-flops and sandals, so I feel like those are one of those things that really get pushed on every single year in the summer. Specifically for the 2024 trend, and I feel like last year as well, I'm de-influencing, same thing, like cheapy cowgirl boots, cowboy boots. I feel like these have been a trend for a few years now, and a lot of fast fashion companies, as they do, manufacture their own sort of version of cowgirl boots. And let me tell you, as someone that rode horses and loves cowgirl boots, just get, like, if you genuinely like cowgirl boots, you genuinely think they're gonna be a staple part of, my cat is trying to get in. If you genuinely think cowgirl boots will be a staple part of your wardrobe, then I recommend just getting a good pair. I will always say this, my favorite boot company is Ariat. I think they're a good nexus of affordable but really high quality, and they're almost instantly comfortable and broken in. There's not really much of a broken in phase. I've had all different types of Ariat boots. I'm actually planning on getting myself a pink pair of Ariat cowgirl boots because it's a company that I really trust and they're just consistently very comfortable. I started riding horses when I was 10 and stopped when I was 19, and the entire time I wore Ariat boots. Justin boots are more affordable, but they do fall apart after a summer. I know that because when I worked at horseback riding camps, like some of the counselors would get a pair of Justins, and yeah, they'd be destroyed by the end of the summer. But they might be a better introduction boot for those of you out there who just want to like try out cowgirl boots. But like cowgirl boots have that point toe, they have that heel. So if they're not made well, if they're not comfortable, it's just not a fun time. So don't get cheapy little cowgirl boots, because the fake leather paint is gonna start chipping, which always looks really bad. And they're just not gonna be comfortable because of the toe and just how cowgirl boots are structured. If they're not actually made well, they will hurt. Like they're meant to be leather and broken into your foot and like get soft over time. If they're made out of a crappy material, they're not gonna do that, and they're going to be uncomfortable. And if something's uncomfortable, you're probably not gonna wear it that much. Same with the cheap sandals. Like usually those rubbery sandals that are super, super flat are not that comfortable. And so you end up not wearing them. Moving away from shoes, the next thing I am de-influencing for summer is these like pajama pant trends, very Scandi style, very Jerf Avenue. And listen, if you are an old subscriber, you know I'm a Jerf Avenue stan. I love Jerf Avenue clothing. I think it's great. But these sort of all cotton pajama-esque pants are pretty basic, and I don't necessarily think you need to go and buy them. I feel like this is a trend that we're gonna look back on in a couple years and being like, so why did we all just collectively walk around in pajamas and think that was like clean girl chic? Yeah, I love a wide leg pant. I love like a loose linen pant. I just think like, and I think it's cute, like the pajama-y style. It's not that I don't think it's cute. I just think you don't need to go and buy them. Certainly not brand new, literally just go to a men's section at a thrift store. Like, I feel like the like pajama pant trend is gonna be one of those things that we're gonna look back on and be like, what? The next thing I am de-influencing is buying new bikinis. This is something that I see, especially on TikTok all the time, of like people owning like 60 bikinis or something, getting 10 bikinis from Shein or getting a bunch of bikinis from Pretty Little Thing, whatever. And I was born and raised, Miami Beach, Florida, okay? Walking distance from the beach. I like beach girl, beach girl. I understand like the need for multiple bathing suits kind of thing, but you don't need like 20 bathing suits. You really, really don't. And most people don't live on the coast with 365-day access to the beach like people in California and Florida do. Like most other places have seasons where it is simply just like too cold to go into the water. So having like 20 cheapo bikinis that get see-through when you go in the water or whatever does not make any sense, because they're just gonna sit in your closet for a while. No one cares that you've repeated a bathing suit. Literally no one cares. I hate that, like the self-consciousness around outfit repeating. And even like, I mean, I'm always gonna be like, invest in good quality pieces, but with bathing suits, since most people only use them for such a short amount of time of year, it is something that you can just like get kind of inexpensive, as long as you just like it. I'm just saying, the multitudes of bathing suits, you don't need to be doing all that. And that is coming from someone that was born and raised in Miami Beach. You do not need more than like 6 bathing suits. And that's pushing it. The next thing I am de-influencing is polyester. This is maybe not necessarily a summer trend, but with the age of fast fashion, everything is made out of polyester or rayon or something, some sort of like petroleum synthetic based fabric, and those fabrics don't breathe. It is the summertime, my friends. We can't be having fabrics that don't breathe. Plastic fabrics that are like melting in the sun. We can't be doing that. It's uncomfortable. Have you ever had your thighs chafe in a polyester short? Are you kidding me? That's awful. Like, no, we don't want polyester at any time, because polyester makes you hot and feels and looks cheap. But especially in the summertime, no. Summer is about linens, it's about cotton, free and flowy. Polyester, even at its most expensive couture level, can still look really cheap. So like the Fashion Nova slinky dress is not the serve you think it is. And I definitely think like in the summertime, it's just not comfy and not good for your skin. Polyester on sunburnt skin, no. Take care of your skin. We're nice fabrics. In a similar vein, sheer mesh / netting. Sheer has been a trend for like 5 years. It's been on every trends list for so long. I'm kind of over it. But like mesh sheer stuff, again, even at its highest couture level, can look really cheap. And it does not last that long, and the way it ages is really bad and tattered and does not look good. And I'm not necessarily against the sheer trend. It's maybe not for me, but if you're gonna do sheer, opt for something like a loose knit, a crochet, or a genuine lace. Something that does look good as it ages and gets slouchier and stained and all of those things. The mesh and all of that just continues to look cheaper and cheaper and tattered and nastier, whereas loose knit like crochets and stuff like that are timeless pieces and just look better and higher quality. And also you can DIY them yourself. The next trend I'm gonna de-influence is the sailor trend. This is another thing that I've seen on a few YouTubers and other things. And again, I'm not really against it as a trend, but if you think you're not gonna regret getting a fast fashion sailor top in like 3 years, girl, take it from someone from the Peter Pan collared twee era of Forever 21, okay? When I saw that, I was like, oh my God, people are gonna be wearing nasty ass navy blue polyester sailor collars, sailor tops, and it is quite literally 2011 all over again. If you're gonna do that sailor trend, something that is a lot more timeless and classic is vintage, like 40s, 50s sailor style, even 60s. I mean, sailor style, it has been around for a while, but vintage only appreciates in value, only looks better and gets more rare and gets cooler over time, the longer time passes. Fast fashion micro trends only look worse and cheaper and more embarrassing over time. You don't look at like a vintage sort of 60s twee style dress and be like, oh my God, that's so micro trending and whatever. But you look at a 2010 Forever 21 beauty guru's outfit and you say, oh my God, that is like so embarrassingly 2010 because it looks Forever 21-y. So if you're into that sailor trend, try to find like pieces from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, or because I understand that a lot of vintage clothing is so teeny tiny, and obviously it's a little bit more rare and can be expensive, go on like Etsy or something and get it more like custom made if that's something that you really like. But I promise you, getting a sailor top from TikTok Shop, Fashion Nova, Boohoo, any of those things is the equivalent of the Peter Pan collar in 2011, 2012. You are gonna really cringe. Another thing that I cannot believe is a trend is popcorn tops. Especially in the summer, that unbreathable, nasty ass material with all the crinklies in your armpits. No, I don't think it looks that cute in general. Like I know I follow influencers that have it and I understand they can style it in a certain way, but oh my God, absolutely not. No, please. I feel like that's gonna be a micro trend. I feel like I don't really like ruching. I don't like even like ruched tank tops or dresses. I don't like that material of all that elastic around me, and those popcorn tops, and they're always in that like bad satin material. Satin and silk are not the same thing. Satin is a weave, silk is an actual texture and fabric. Ugh. No. Like those popcorn tops, absolutely not. And the last thing are micro shorts. I've been seeing these in Vogue, on Pinterest, whatever, these teeny tiny Abercrombie and Fitch Hollister looking shorts with a zipper that's this big. And let me tell you, in the summer, have you ever had tiny shorts just like go completely up inside your body, walking around? Just like Have you ever had to fish teeny tiny shorts out of your body, out from physically inside of your body because they're so small? What are we doing? It's the summer. It's about loose. It's about comfy. It's about, no, not to mention, I already said this, thigh chafing. How are we gonna combat thigh chafing if we're wearing these teeny tiny ass shorts? What are we doing, my friends? And don't tell me the deodorant sticks and this ain't my first rodeo, okay? With the thigh chafing, don't patronize me with little products in the comments. But yeah, those micro shorts are, I think, hard to style, uncomfortable, and a little bit of like a skinny privilege vibe. I mean, if you want to wear that, anybody can wear anything, as I always say, but those teeny tiny shorts are just like, why would I want to wear those? And I like shorts. I'm into shorts, but when it's like low rise and super, super short, oh, the waxing that has to be involved when you wear shorts like that, like, yeah, JJ knows. He's pissed too. Yeah, can't be asked. So with that, that's gonna be the end of today's video. Let me know in the comments down below what trends you are de-influencing for this summer that you just don't, like, you are not interested in participating in. I would love to know. And definitely follow me on TikTok and Instagram because I post content there often. Subscribe to this channel because I post videos every Thursday, and check out my Patreon for 2 exclusive videos every single month. And with that, have a happy, happy day. Bye.